Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's Video Blog. We are Saturday, December 31st, 2016. I might have something like 10 minutes to me, which is great. At least, I won't be tempted to do any retakes if I fuck up one thing or the other. So we're a bit before 8 p.m., which is in the 10 to 12 hours 12-hour window that I let myself, that I talked about in yesterday's video blog, which was actually this morning. So turns out that didn't sleep a lot. I slept maybe 2 hours. I guess that it's all that I needed at that point. And to be quite honest, I don't think that right now I would refute the fact that I only needed 2 more hours. To be quite honest, I only did that so that I wouldn't have to stay awake from midnight to midnight, which is something that I could conceivably do. Like, staying up for 24 hours is not really complicated. I can do that. I've done that a few times in the past, and I think that I can do it again, at least at this age, when I'll be a bit older. I don't think that it will be something that my body will be able to put up with. So, what can I talk about? I am still not really sure of what I'm doing tonight. At first I was pretty much resigned to go spend it with my parents and some of their friends, and then they gave me a choice, and I'm not good with making choices, on the spot. If they had let me like maybe 10 days to think about it, I might as well have chosen to go spend it with one of my sisters, because why not at this point? But no, you wake me up at well, not even wake me up. You tell me in the morning of the 31st, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, I mean, I don't know. The choices are not. I don't have many choices. It's either I do that, or I stay alone at home, or I spend the evening with my grandmother. And as much as I love my grandmother, I'm not too sure about spending New Year's Eve with my grandmother. So we'll see. I originally thought that watching the last 3 episodes of Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju would put me past the time where they would leave, but it turns out that I ended episode 13 like 10 minutes ago, and I'm pretty sure that in 8 minutes they still won't be gone. So I thought that I would eliminate choices just with my actions, and I realized that right now they don't have any consequence. I just decided to dress up in the off chance that I would actually manage to make my decision. And no, I'm not really that much more advanced. I'm not getting anywhere from that. So what can I tell you? It's New Year's Eve, and nothing of note happened. Like, I don't think that today anyone, really anyone of importance died. And there are people who are like, but you don't know these people. 2016 cannot be a shit year because some people that you don't know died. And you're like, but those people that you don't know, they were public personalities, so they might have influenced you. You might never know. To be quite honest, I'm not sure that any of the people who died this year really influenced me in any way, shape, or form. Like, even a great man who died like 2 days ago, who was animating, who was the host of a 10-minute show where he explained, geopolitics with maps. I'm not sure that he had anything to do with my will, with the way I took my studies, because I've been, a geography nerd since I was very young. So yeah. Um, but yeah, to be quite honest, they are saying stuff like, yeah, it's not a shit year because of stuff that happened to other people, and there must be something great that happened to you. And I'm like, yeah, but really the only great thing that happened to me this year in 2016 was getting a PS4 for Christmas. So yeah, that's not really good. Like, I thought that this year, after spending 20 years in the French educational system, I would finally be out, and turns out that I wasn't. And I kind of hoped that by the end of the calendar year, I might as well be done with my internship. And turns out that I couldn't start my internship in September, because the first term, you're not supposed to do an internship during the first term. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not attending classes because I don't need to. So what do I do? What do I do? Uh, yeah. I remember at the very beginning of the year, I wanted to post a screen cap of an episode of Haganai. So yeah, what's the long form of the title? Boku wa tomodachi ga sukunai. So I don't have many friends, which is a great depiction of my life, really. Where they are on a roller coaster, and one of the characters is like that, and the subtitles says "fuck." And really, that's what the character says as well. She said "fuck." So yeah, I was like, yeah, I felt like this year might be a crazy year, and I mostly looked forward to it with a very cynical eye, not really looking forward to it. And I was like, maybe, I'm just being a bit too pessimistic. And turns out that no, it was a really bad year. It was a shit year. I want to forget that year. Like, I didn't go anywhere, as a matter of fact. In my life, I went nowhere. So I cannot really say, yeah, no, that screen cap didn't apply to my 2016. And yeah, no, actually it did a lot. Like, I was, that's the way I was looking at 2016 before it started. And looking back at it, yeah, guess I was not wrong. So yeah, what can I talk about? Oh, yeah, there's something that I haven't, for some reason, that I completely forgot to talk about, and I've forgotten to talk about it since like September, despite the fact that I wash my hands every time I go, to the toilet. And, just doesn't sound, just sounds a bit nonsensical that I'm going to talk about microbeads, but yeah, in the soap that I use, there are microbeads, and to be quite honest, the thing that the thing where you push to get the soap, it wasn't made for that soap. So yeah, the most of the beads, despite being really small, didn't really never really went into our hands until you're at that point where, well, I mean, there's not enough soap at the bottom of the bottle, and you have to open it yourself. Yeah, and that's when the beads happen. And yeah, it turns out that they are actually getting banned in the EU, starting 2018, I think. Yeah, and I learned that as at the same time where I learned something else, and I talked about that something else in a video weblog. So that's how I know that I wanted to talk about it, because I talked about that other thing and I didn't talk about microbeads, and I guess that it's because I didn't need filler until today. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't need that kind of filler. I guess. Yeah, just. I don't know. I felt like they want to ban them because, well, for the same reason that in the US you don't have the Kinder eggs, because I mean someone might ingest them, because they want to ban it in everything that contains microbeads. So that's not only the soap. Yeah, it just, you know, you just have to realize how much the Department of Commerce, I think that they're the ones who implemented the ban on Kinder eggs, think, you know, that you gotta realize how the people who implemented that think how dumb American kids are. You know, you got a big old chocolate egg, and yeah, in the middle you have a toy that's in a plastic capsule, and you might as well ingest it. You know, might as well eat the whole thing. So yeah, no, nothing for you. Yeah, you're just like, you're too dumb, kids. Stop it. Smuggling that into the U.S. might get you some time in jail. I think also. Yeah, that's really kind of overreaction, I feel. So yeah, I don't know. So just in the off chance that I might go to, you know, with my parents, we'll see how fast the internet is at those friends' house compared to my house, depending on, you know, when the video weblog is online. You know, I kind of remember when I started uploading yesterday, the video weblog on the 24th. I remember that it was online by, you know, just 10 past 12, and we'll see, you know, just when this one will be online with about the same length. Yeah. So the thing I am most looking forward to in 2017 is seeing Marseille getting real better, because even my internship, I am not really looking forward to it. I'm just like, let it happen so that I'm done with it. Yeah, I guess that next year, you know, starting, well, not tomorrow, but you know, in a few weeks, the phrase "New Year, New Me" will really start applying to me. Yeah, I think that's it might be the biggest change in my life that will start to happen. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Well, see you next year. Yeah, dumb joke. I had to do it. Sorry. Bye. Happy yeah, happy New Year. If I'm not, you know, if it's not online before midnight. Yeah. So third time. Goodbye. Enjoy the New Year's Eve.